What's up, fuckers, and welcome to my first tier list today here on the channel. So, the way these work, I'm sure, 95, 99% of you guys have seen these ones. We basically rank all the starting point guards. We can do this for every position. I probably will, if you guys enjoyed these, eventually do this for every position. As you can see, there are 6 tiers right now to this list. There's Superstar, All-Star, Good, Average, Below Average, and Straight Up Trash, man. So, we got 30 point guards here on the list. I believe they're all starters. This one is updated for 2021. That being said, I did not know DeLon Wright was on a starting, was starting. I thought he was on the Kings. I think that's a Pistons jersey right there. I'm all over the place. De'Aaron Fox is here, but I have no idea. So it's going to be interesting. Again, I'm sure a lot of you, maybe not a lot of you, but some of you are obviously going to disagree with me on some of these, and that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, this is just an opinion thing. There's no real way to, fact check this. I mean, I guess if you look at some stats, if I rank one guy over another, you can do that. But again, it's kind of more of a gut thing for me. So I'm definitely not meaning to, offend anybody by these lists. If I shit on one of your favorite players, I don't want to piss anybody off like that. So as always, before we do into this one, if you guys are new around here, subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out. I would seriously appreciate it a lot. We're on the road to 30K. You guys have been killing it with subs lately. 43% of you guys watch these videos are not subscribed, man. It surprises me, if I'm being honest here. And as always, if you guys want to see more of these, leave a like down below. And if you guys have any other video ideas. So let's get into this one. I think I'm going to start with, the simple ones. So I think we'll start with superstars. I think Dame's a superstar. That goes without being said. I'm also probably, I have Basketball Reference pulled up right here, and just in case I want to look at numbers or anything. I probably won't. I'm not going to dive too much into stats, I don't think, today. And knowing myself, I'll probably contradict myself quite a lot. So let's just keep it going. Luka, superstar. That's 100%. I'm not going to go, I'll probably, after superstars, I'll probably go in order right here. Let's see. I consider Kyrie a superstar. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of you might consider him just an all-star. I consider him a superstar, especially when he's fully healthy. And then let's see. Just going through the list right now. Where's Steph? Am I just missing Steph Curry? Oh, he's right. I'm dumb. I'm looking for like a yellow jersey. I don't know why. All right. I think that takes away all the superstars off the board, in my opinion. I think the rest of these guys, most of you can probably agree. I also want to determine right now, I'm not basing this off of their potential, especially young guys. I'm basing it on how good they are right now. So I'm not going to lie. LaMelo's not going to be an all-star. I just want to put that out there. Do I think he's going to be an all-star one day? 100%. But he's not right now. Just not, I'm not pissing people off, but we're not going off potential right now. All right, we'll kind of go list by list, or step by step right now. And again, they don't have to be all stars. I just think they could be at they're playing at an all-star level, because obviously guys get snubbed from the all-star game every year. I think this should be above average. I'm actually going to change this to above average. I think that's a better way to put it than all-star, because I think if we label it as an all-star, I think that's in it. I didn't put it in as all-star. It just kind of came like that. I think if we put it as an all-star, people are going to be like, oh my god, this guy wasn't an all-star. So I think that's a better way to phrase it, because this is good. I'm actually going to change these two. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I think I'm going to do above average here. Sorry, I should have done this before the video. I should have looked. I'm typing like an idiot right now just because. And I'll do great. Actually, I'll do good/great. Okay. People are probably all over the place right now. I should have done this before the video, but I honestly haven't even. I just kind of saw this and I thought it looked fun. So, okay. Now that that's out of the way, I think good, great should definitely be above average. I'm fine with that. So, Ben Simmons. So it could be good or great. Maybe I should make an extra tier, but that's fine. Chris Paul is good/great. I know that's a fact. So this is kind of a little iffy for me. With Ben Simmons, I think he's definitely above average. I don't know if he's on the level of like a Chris Paul right now. I just don't know. I think De'Aaron Fox is definitely good. De'Aaron Fox is good/great for me. That's my opinion on him. Let's just also get the trash ones out of the play. This is DeLon Wright, and this is nothing, shitting on them. I mean, it's not like these guys are, trash-ass NBA players. I mean, some of them might be, in your opinion. I'm just thinking, in my opinion, out of the starting point guards, they're considered trash. That's my way of phrasing it right now. I would probably toss Elfrid Payton in this category as well. What was D'Lo an all-star in 2019? I don't think he's in the category of, I think I would take De'Aaron Fox, and I'd obviously take Chris Paul over him pretty much any day of the week. Just my opinion, though. Drew Holiday's probably here as well. I'm iffy on Simmons, man. I want to make a video so bad on the 76ers complete choke job last night. I actually might do it after this. You guys might get a double upload. I'd say Kemba right now with his injury problems is below average, if we're being honest. I mean, numbers-wise, he's still around 19 points a game. I think it's like, what's his... I see, this is where we're getting into numbers. Sorry. I forget he's like 19 points a game, right? Yeah, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 42% from the field, 51% effective field goal percentage. It's not horrible. I just think, the eyeball test for me, I mean, I watch a lot of Celtics games. I maybe can bump him. I'll bump him up to average. That's fine. He's not an above average point guard right now. That is for sure. I can tell you that. All right, I got to make a decision on Simmons. Simmons is not good grade. I'm going to say Simmons is above average just for defensive purposes. And again, that might be my hottest one yet. You guys can possibly disagree with me in the comment section. I think I'm going to get a lot more supporters there just because, again, probably the way, he didn't have the best game last night. So, Trae Young, 39 points. Trae Young, good/great. He's up there for me. I don't really think there's much denying that. I mean, I would take him over any of these three guys. Obviously not for his defensive abilities, but, pure point guard abilities, intangible stuff like that. I'm taking him any day of the week over any of these three. Kobe White is probably an average point guard right now. I think he's like 14, maybe 15 points. Again, I'm not going to search this for everybody. He's like 15, 4, and 4, right? Kobe, whoops. I can't, my mic's literally right in front of me, so it's like really screwing with me typing. 15, 4, and 5, basically. So, that's not exactly average, but for these guys on here right now, I would say that's probably average. I think DeJounte Murray probably falls in that category as well. I think average is like such a demeaning term because, you think average, you think of like a C rating. I feel like there would be a better way. Like maybe like DeJounte Murray is like a tremendous point guard. I don't want to I don't want to say that he's not. I just don't think he's on the level of Ben Simmons, Drew Holiday, or even D'Angelo Russell. Again, just my opinion. Darius Garland's here. Drew Holiday, Jesus. Dennis Schroeder. Trash George Hill. No. There's just compared to other starting point guards, no. Murray's probably good/great for me. I'll take him over any of these three guys as well, especially when healthy. Same with Russ, probably. There's an argument to be made for maybe. I feel like honestly there could be an argument for the majority of these guys here. Probably not Holiday. Probably not D'Lo. Occasionally there might be some days I would, when Ben Simmons is having a good day, maybe I'd take him over Russ, but still probably not. Conley is an all-star. I know a lot of people had some conversations about whether he should have been. I think who did he replace? He replaced somebody that was injured. I think at this point, John Wall is definitely average. John Morant, I would say, is probably... I'm going to leave him for now. He's obviously in one of these two categories. I don't know if he's quite great yet. Kyle Lowry's definitely above average for me. I think he just does a lot of things well, even though, his numbers are obviously, not exactly what they used to be. Again, they're still very solid numbers. I don't think his play is exactly what it used to be as well. I mean, that being said, the Toronto Raptors should be going full rebuild mode right now. I don't think they should be keeping Kyle Lowry on their team for much longer. Goran Dragic, I'd say, is probably average at this point. He's not above average in my opinion. I think he's a tremendous, great fit on the Miami Heat. I don't think he'd be nearly as good anywhere else, but again, for me, he's still above average. So let's see. It's time to get into decision-making time. I think Pat Beverly, honestly, is below average for me. I think he's kind of fallen off a little bit, if I'm being honest there with you, especially compared to all these other guys. And again, you can't just snap your fingers and get one of these guys up here, but, the starting point guard for the LA Clippers, definitely, in his career, in my opinion, has definitely taken a little bit of a dip. So, we got, what is that left? We got 8 guys left. So, it's not a bad list so far. I'm going to have to make some decisions on some of these guys. I would say Malcolm Brogdon's probably above average. I would definitely probably take him over any of these guys. I mean, he was pretty efficient for the Indiana Pacers, if I do say so myself. Let's see. How long have we been recording for? I can't exactly tell because it'll pull up OBS for me. All right. I'm going to make the decision on LaMelo right now. I think he's probably in the above average category right now. I'd take him over any of these guys. I don't think he's on the level of, CP3, Fox, Trae Young, Murray, Russ yet. I just don't think he is. So I'm going to put LaMelo in the above average. Some of you might get mad at me for that. That's just where he's going to be for me, man. That's just where he's going to be for me. So Fultz is either going to be average or below average for me. I think comparative to the rest of the point guards here. Honestly, though, if that's a weird logic, though, because I'd probably take Fultz over. I'd definitely take him over Kemba Walker right now, even though he does have a history injury problem as well. What's the correct phrasing on that? A history of injury problem is probably the best way to phrase it. I'm iffy on Fultz right now, dude. I'm really iffy on Fultz right now. I just don't know. How do I want to do this, man? And again, this is not supposed to be one of those videos that takes, 20 minutes. This should be probably a 10-minute video at the most. Probably going to make it 10 minutes because I want that ad revenue. All right. Fultz here for me is... I think Fultz is definitely here. I would say, not definitely, but I think Fultz fits into this average category here for me. Just because, again, I put him definitely ahead of a Patrick Beverly right now. Obviously, all three of these guys down here. Conley's going to be a tough one for me, man. It sucks he's injured right now. He's definitely not. It actually might be a little more simple. I don't think he's good / great. You see, I'm happy I changed it from the All-Star, because if it was All-Star still, he would definitely probably be here. Because, again, he was an All-Star, so it's hard to not put him in the All-Star category. I know I said at the beginning they don't have to be All-Stars, but I think if you were an All-Star, you definitely have to be in the All-Star category. That was just kind of me saying, if guys didn't make the All-Star game but could put up All-Star numbers, then they could be in that category. So I think above average for Conley, definitely. Again, I'm not trying to compare any of the games of these guys. I mean, obviously a lot of them have different types of, game at the point guard spot, but, in the same category department, I do think they all fit pretty well. A lot of people are still going to might be, interested about this one right here. I'm just thinking about that right now. I think Kyrie's definitely better than all these guys. Chris Paul's been playing tremendous. I'm still taking Kyrie over him, if I'm being honest. If it's game 7, man, I'm down 2. I need somebody to take, just a pull-up 3. It's Kyrie every day of the week, man. It's not really comparable for me. And again, I think Chris Paul is definitely a little bit, that's a tough decision. Who do you think is a better playmaker? Comment that down below. All right, we got 4 remaining here. Again, it's hard for me to put Ja in the same category as Lowry and Malcolm Brogdon and maybe even LaMelo at some points in time. I think I'm probably going to put him in the good, great category because I think he does deserve it. I would say he's probably definitely ahead of D'Angelo Russell. Definitely, yeah. Okay. Ja's going good / great. That's just the way it's going to work for me. And again, I'm very happy I changed that from All-Star. I think that was definitely a better phrasing of it. Schroeder's probably, for me, Schroeder's one of these 2 categories right now. I can't believe the man declined $84 million from the LA Lakers. I do not think he's getting anywhere near that. If a team goes absolutely lunacy this offseason and just goes and pays him, $84+ million, I think it's a dumb move. $21 million a year is not worth it for Dennis Schroeder. I like him a lot. I think he's a good role player. Ultimately, I don't think he's a point guard on a championship caliber team. That being said, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'm obviously wrong on that one. But again, I think, on a team that doesn't have LeBron and Anthony Davis, a team that's more kind of built up, well surrounding core, I don't think he's a point guard or a starting point guard on championship teams. So I'm going to put him in the average category, just for the simple fact that occasionally he even looks better when he's playing next to LeBron and Anthony Davis, as I think a lot of these guys do. Garland and Lonzo are left. Lonzo probably is going to be hard because I think Lonzo definitely in some categories fits into this category, and I think average is definitely his name for some things right now. Garland has good numbers, right? Darius Garland definitely. He's what? He's got to be, yeah. He's 17.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 45% from the field, just under 40% from 3. Effective field goal percentage 51.5%. Yeah, he's definitely going to be into the average category. He's not quite on the level for me of any of these guys right here, but he's getting close. And the Sexland backcourt, if you will, is going to be a pretty interesting one moving forward. So, final guy we got right here, Lonzo Ball himself. I'm going to be super excited to see what the Pelicans end up doing with him this offseason. Obviously, you just went ahead and fired Stan Van Gundy. I don't really know what the exact reasoning was behind that. I think maybe give him another year. It was his first year with the franchise. Again, you never know what's going on internally, but I'll be excited to see what's going on with Lonzo, though. I think, the Knicks could be a fun spot. The Chicago Bulls could be a fun spot. Maybe even my Celtics, if they can fucking figure out a way to get rid of Kemba, could be a fun spot. But if I'm the Pelicans, I'm bringing him back every day of the week, and I'm getting rid of Eric Bledsoe. That's my game plan. Again, that's much easier said than done. So, all right, back on track here. Lonzo Ball. Tremendous defensive guard. You see, here's the thing for me. I think he's probably going to go above average for me. And my reasoning for that is I'm taking Lonzo Ball ahead of the majority, if not all of these guys, which I should be if he's in the category above. Definitely Kemba. Definitely Kobe White. I would say, 75 to 80% over DeJounte Murray. There are some things I think DeJounte Murray does better. Definitely John Wall at his point in time. Definitely Dragic. Definitely Fultz. Definitely, okay. You know what? I think my final answer is going to be above average here. I'm going to run through this quick and just double check this, make sure I got everything correct on this list. Again, some of you guys might disagree with some of this. I think there are a little bit, because especially in this average category, I think some of these guys could go either way, either to below average or above average. But I think it's better safe than sorry to put them here, kind of in a nice middle ground. So let's go through this one more time. Superstars. Dame, definitely. Luka, definitely. Kyrie is probably the most iffy one here. Steph, obviously. I think Kyrie's definitely in the superstar category. I don't like Kyrie a lot. Just I'm a Celtics fan, and don't get me wrong. I'm not in the category of that he should have water bottles thrown at him. I would never suggest something like that. But he did what he did to the Celtics, man. Told us he was coming back and never did. But I still respect the hell out of his game, and I think he's probably a superstar. So good, great. Chris Paul. It's tough for me because obviously right now in the playoffs, Chris Paul is elevating his game to another level. You know, I think he's definitely not. I don't think he's a superstar, though. You know, it's hard to be officially. I mean, he was probably a superstar at one point in his career. You know, I would say definitely in those Pelicans days, way back when, probably in some of those days in LAC. And then he probably, you know, not so much once he got to Houston and stuff like that. So he's going to stay here. I'm fine with Fox, fine with Young, fine with Murray, Russ, Ja. All right, let's just narrow this down. I'm going to try to do this quick. I don't want to go over everybody again. Good. Simmons is probably good. I think there's some points in time where he maybe could be average, but defensive purposes, I'm going to put him in here because, again, tremendous defensive player. Lowry, good. I'm iffy on, you know, these three. I think that there is a debate that Conley honestly could be in here some days. There's also a debate some days he possibly could be in this average department. LaMelo's not great yet. You know, he just won Rookie of the Year yet. Man, congrats. And again, I'm not giving my thoughts on that right now because, you know, this video is going to get enough hate. I don't need to go one way or the other with him and Edwards. But I do have my pick. I'm not going to say who it should have been right now if I agree with it or not. So let's see. Do I want to keep... I don't think he's great yet. You know, looking at his numbers, I mean, he was... Again, he had injury problems, obviously, with that wrist injury. I don't know exactly what his numbers were. Yes, just under 16 points, 6 rebounds, basically 66, 43% from the field, 35. No, he's not great yet, man. He's above average still. All right, average. Kemba definitely has a debate to be dropped down here. Again, I think injuries are a lot of that, and honestly, I don't like the fit of him next to two wings. I said that in my realistic trade video, realistic trade ideas for Kemba Walker video. I don't like, you know, a lot of people bring up the idea of trading him to the Clippers. I don't like that fit of him next to two wings. It doesn't work. I don't know for whatever reason. It just doesn't. You know, especially next to, you know, not Jason Tatum's very ball dominant wing. You know, Jaylen Brown can be off ball a lot and take corner threes. He's actually very good at that. But I think Kemba's ultimately a guy that has to have the ball in his hands to be supremely effective. That's just my opinion, anyways. I mean, he can play off ball a little bit with, you know, occasionally some nice pick and roll play. Not for me though. All right, White, DeJounte. Just see, that's also a thing because I think DeJounte Murray is like definitely ahead of like these like 5 right here. So he could be above average. I'm going to keep him in average right now. Again, that's probably one of my more controversial ones, and these ones are pretty all self-explanatory for at least comparing to starting point guards in the NBA today. All right, so that wraps up our first tier list today here on the channel. I'd be happy to do the rest of the starting positions right now. You know, I think point guard was definitely a fun one to start off with, just because, again, I think there's a lot of variety in this one. And I actually had some pretty hard decisions in this one. So, you know, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, I'd be happy to do them. If you guys want to see them, please feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. And again, I could definitely do these on days we're going to have double uploads. I don't know if you'll have a double upload today. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that. You might actually see a video before this. You might see one after this, or you might not see one at all. I don't really know. I haven't decided yet. I have to plan out my schedule because I'm recording this the night before. So that being said, if you guys have any other videos like this that you want me to do, not even just, you know, I'm starting to do some reaction videos. I like doing tier lists and stuff like this, you know, non-rebuild content, as much as I love doing rebuilds, and they do better on the channel. They do better on the channel than, you know, rebuilds do better on the channel than non-rebuilds. That's a fact because, you know, 99% of you watch me for rebuilds. It's just facts, and, you know, those of you who watch me, you know, non-rebuilds, I seriously do appreciate it, man. I'm trying to grow this, you know, non-rebuild content because, you know, we're not going to be doing rebuilds forever here, man. We're just not. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. So, you know, I'm definitely going to be doing them in 2K22. I don't want to lie to you, man. We're definitely going to be doing 2K22. Past that, I don't really know. We will see. It depends how good 2K22 is. So, that being said, I hope you guys all did enjoy this. Again, you can feel free to comment, you know, on some of my takes down below. I'm sure some of you are going to disagree. I'm sure a lot of you might even disagree. So, that does it for this one, man. Seriously, I do thank you guys for watching these, you know, non-rebuild videos. It does help out the channel a lot, man. Just kind of expanding content and stuff like that. So, if you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you around here and really trying to expand this non-rebuild content. So, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.